I finished reading this book, Every Day I Read, and I'm going to be talking more about it in the review tomorrow. But I wanted to come here and share about one of my favorite chapters in this book. It's on underlining and annotations. The author says that, some people claim that reading is useless because you end up not remembering everything. And it's true. People often say that, Mehak, you have read so many books, you might have so many stories in your mind. And it's not always true. You forget sometimes the book that you have read about. And that's the reason the author says that I always underline phrases, sentences, and words in the book. I might not always remember the book, but I want to remember the good sentences. I want to come back to those good sentences, and that's the reason I underline. And it's exactly the person I am. I need to underline when I'm reading a book. In fact, the author says that because I do it so often, now it feels weird when I don't have a pencil when I'm reading, and that is me exactly. If I'm reading, I need to have a pencil with me. I get irritated, annoyed if, someday I have a book and I have forgotten my pencil at home or it's not in my bag, because I just can't read. And people will always tell me, do you even underline when you read a fiction? And I'm like, yes, I do. I need to underline even when I'm reading a fiction. And I just towards the end, the author has shared this beautiful words by Patrick Suskins, which I wanted to read it to you guys. He says that books can transform your life, which we know, but he says that even if you are a slightly different person after reading a book, it's okay if you don't remember the book. So it's okay if you don't remember, what you read, and it's difficult in explaining someone, what the book was all about. But I think if you are a slightly different person than you were when you picked up the book, I think the book and the reading have done its magic. So let me know in the comments if you're also the person who has a habit of underlining whenever they're reading a book. But more on this book tomorrow when I share the book review.